Hello, I'm Batman, and I have with me Nightwing and Robin.
My Nightwing?
Well, I don't know, I'm a dick, so...
Hang on, I have to do the thing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
There we go. I've got that out of the way. We never have to do it again.
Yup. Okay, so for real this time, we're playing Batman Arkham Asylum, a game I'm actually pretty good at.
Oh god, the moon's gonna crash into us!
72 hours remain.
But yes, Batman Arkham Asylum is a super good game that got 2 really super good sequels and then another sequel not made by the same company that was not as good.
And then the mystery sequel, which nobody has played because it crashes every computer.
No, that's one of the sequels I was talking about.
Oh, shut up. I'm great. I'm the best.
Look at that 4% safe just hanging around.
It's almost like it's a practice run file or something.
This is a good thing to leave in.
We're going to play on normal because hard actually takes away a couple mechanics that come in handy the first time you're trying to play the game.
Kalon just really wanted to show off the slow pan along Batman's chiseled abs.
Mm-hmm. George Clooney and his bat nipples are my favorite Batman.
What about the Bat credit card?
That's the same movie.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying the Bat credit card is far better than Bat nipples.
Real quick, guys, what is your timestamp?
141, 142,
Yep.
143. I'm leaving all this in, by the way. I don't care.
Batman is now en route to Arkham Island.
Mine stuttered for a second, and I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so Arkham Island is one island we completely lock up all the crazy people in.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, hi, I do not know Batman.
No one knows Batman. He's Batman.
Arkham Asylum is on Arkham Island, and Arkham Asylum is where they send all of the mentally ill supervillains.
Yeah, good, lock them all up in one place. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, nothing could go wrong, ever.
Well, I mean, if you have a whole bunch of criminally insane people who are regularly, murder quite a bit of Gotham, you probably want to stick them on an isolated thing like an island.
Well, no, these games based on a post-Golden Age, there's very little actual murder.
No, this is set in the modern age where there is a ton of murder.
Oh, okay, that's useful to know.
Yeah. This is pretty much a spiritual successor to the animated series because they got a lot of the animated series voice acting in, because that's Mark Hamill as the Joker and Kevin Conroy is coming back as Batman.
Another thing that I did not watch.
What is it like being you? Oh, never mind.
This guy is original, and so is the little fat dude with the cane.
Which means they're dead.
Not so tight, boys.
Original but character did not steal. He has a gun, just like him too, so...
Something's not right.
It's black.
I'm going with him.
Oh, by the way, this entire opening sequence is being treated as a cutscene, and it is like 10 minutes long.
Oh yeah, good.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir.
So, just fucking next video we'll talk about useful things.
Yeah, it's... You don't actually get to fight anybody until like 10 minutes into the fucking... Oh my god.
0 out of 10. Fuck IGN, not fucking here.
I will say this though, it's pretty cool seeing a bit of the asylum before everything goes to shit. Spoilers, things are going to go to shit.
Wow, really? I thought this was just gonna be, just hand over the Joker and then go home for the evening. And this was a sit and yell at Alfred simulator.
This building does not look up to code.
Oh no, it's a modern insane asylum. Of course it's not up to code.
Heath, there's gonna be some shit later that you won't believe.
I think I've spotted like 5 electrical violations already. Yeah, so that's my job now. Electrical code, hooray!
Yeah, you're gonna forget that within the first 10 minutes, just like you forgot the concussion counter for Tomb Raider.
No, that joke got old. I didn't actually want to educate myself in medical pathology.
Oh.
Nah.
Because, getting a doctor is a bit far to go for an LP joke.
Scan initializing.
So here is teaching you that you can zoom in on things, but it doesn't really come in handy in this game for the most part.
Multiple prohibited items.
I want Joker searched again.
It's not the patient.
It's Batman.
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bat?
I have a small nuclear accelerator in this pack.
I'd fucking seriously be like, no, listen, I know you're Batman, but policy is policy. They're seriously doing that?
No.
Okay,
No,
good.
they're letting us go through with all of our prohibited shit.
Okay, I just saw I wanted to have weapons at all times, so good. The game's not that stupid. Yet.
Yep.
Yet. I know how these games work.
No, you really don't.
We got a lot of catching up.
Well, I'm saying is this game had better not Metroid us.
It's not going to.
It's not.
In fact,
no.
it actually keeps all your power-ups throughout the series, which is really nice.
Yeah, like, most of the shit you get in here, you keep in the next game, and the shit that you don't keep gets replaced with better shit.
I love how enthusiastic this one prisoner is.
Yeah, Joker! You're the best!
Yeah! I love how you killed that guy! It was great.
He takes off his shirt to have a Joker face, painted on his chest.
Actually, all of the prisoners have Joker face paint, like clown face paint on their faces, which is really weird why the asylum/prison allows them to do that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like something they'd be allowed to have. That doesn't seem like a good
Right?
idea.
You're just stealing all the finger paints and squirreling them away.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants. He saw you.
Also, I don't think there's many people who will disagree with me, but Mark Hamill Joker is the best Joker.
I love this orderly. He's just like the most gruff orderly ever.
It's Steve Bloom.
I know.
It's just the best thing.
It's so weird coming out of that little bald guy.
Permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
I really want to know what's powering the Silent. They gotta have some sort of nuclear reactor stashed away somewhere. That's all I can figure.
Knowing Wayne Enterprises is probably clean energy of some sort.
Or, you know, power lines still exist.
There's gonna be some stuff that will really make you wonder, though.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Anyway, say hello to Killer Croc.
Hi, Killer Croc.
He's kinda tall.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so Killer Croc is a villain who suffers from some rare disease that makes his skin look like scales, and so he filed down his teeth and became a crime boss. He eats people.
I think in this one it's actually just some sort of mutation.
I was going to say, and the thing about being 10 foot tall
He's a big boy.
and made of brick shit houses.
He ate all his veggies as a kid.
Because he's not just one brick shit house, he's composed of multiple brick shit houses.
Yeah,
He's a brick shit skyscraper.
pretty much. Killer Croc used to be a really uninteresting villain, and then this game actually made me feel like he was an actual threat.
Yeah, I never liked him in Diddy Kong Racing either.
Not where you're going.
Fucking
Well-
Christ.
I still
This is what the whole LP is going to be like. Because you know nothing about Batman.
Our fire at Blackgate caused
Pretty much.
my crew to be moved here.
Like, I have seen the Christopher Nolan movies and that is it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You really should learn to keep
I liked the second one. That was cool.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
you into
The
trouble.
third one was bad.
Tell me
Yes,
something.
yes, it was.
You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds.
Here, Occupy Wall Street is bad. Yay, billionaires.
Horrifying conclusion.
Ooh.
All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Their presence.
I don't really know how the TVs work in the elevators? You don't see any wiring.
I think it's pre-recorded messages.
Who's Blackgate?
Oh, Blackgate is a regular prison. That's where most of the Joker's thugs were, but there was a fire there, so they were transferred over to Arkham temporarily while they repaired it.
Which is a super great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure actual mental institutes do not have, like, actual prison facilities, but...
Well, I mean, this is a mental institute for the super criminals, so...
And they apparently have lots of room for expansion.
It is both an insane asylum and a prison for super criminals. They actually explain how they retrofit it for people like Joker and Poison Ivy. Yeah.
Long night, Jim.
Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage.
Everyone is fucking buff.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you use the Unreal Engine.
Like, Commissioner Gordon's supposed to be old. Or at least getting up there, right?
Right, he's in his, 60s, I think?
Fuck me.
But he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I also look that good now, let alone when I get to my 60s.
You're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
Jim Gordon's basically super cop, so he probably does keep in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Almost without a fight.
He doesn't retire until, his 80s if Batman Returns is... Not Batman Returns, Dark Knight Returns. That horrible comic that I don't like.
That's more commentary on the state of welfare in America now. Pensions, you know.
The joke's on you.
I didn't know G-Up was in this game.
What?
Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously!
Otherwise, we wouldn't have a game.
Okay, so now that 12.5-minute cutscene is over, welcome to the game.
Yes, hi.
I'm not really going to explain the multiple stuff that you can already do. Instead, I will just explain stuff as the game explains it. So here, you can just punch things. Yep, square
This
is
combat's
punch.
really good, and it basically pervaded it pervaded lots of games,
Yeah.
which is okay, because like I said, it's really good combat.
It is.
For benefit of the 20 uncut cut viewers, we should talk about what experience we had with Batman.
Okay, before we get too close into that, when there are these little, electric lines above an enemy's head, you can push triangle to counter them.
Yeah.
Okay, so my experience with Batman is I really love the animated series, but I have not read a lot of the comics except for, the big stories that everybody talks about, like Killing Joke and whatnot.
Mostly the same here.
I've never seen Batman, I've never read Batman. My only experience with Batman, other than pop culture osmosis, is from Nolan films. So,
Which is very poor Batman.
Yeah.
listen, whatever Batman fans say, I maintain the second one is quality movie.
No, it's not a bad movie, it's just not a really good Batman movie.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I literally do not know.
Look at Gordon just standing up there like,
Well, he's kind of trapped because for some reason Arkham Asylum has force fields.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the force fields that exist.
Mm-hmm. This game is sort of Metroidvania-y, in the sense that you gain upgrades and come back to get collectibles.
That was not a riddle.
Well, I mean, the trophies are considered riddles. There is a reason you would want to get the riddles at first, and that is because they are worth experience points. Every riddle is worth 200 experience points. And something I should mention is that the better you do in combat, the more experience points you get, the more varied moves that you throw in, and the larger your combo, the more experience points you get at the end of a combat.
Prescribed doses must...
Warning. Security.
So here, the game teaches you about the ground takedown. So what you do is you push and hold R2 on an enemy that is on the ground, and Batman will instantly take him out.
Security breach in level 8. Warning.
And something the game doesn't ever really explain is that the last enemy in a fight will always go down in one hit.
B6.
Huh.
Warning.
Yeah.
That's... why?
Because Batman is no longer holding back because he doesn't have to worry about, like, killing them or something. I don't know.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably more sense to work the other way, but who am I? I'm not a game designer.
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I'm better alone.
I work better alone, he says, having at least 3 Robins by this point.
Franklin, can you hear
The
me?
entire network of
Help's on the way.
surveillance and... Actually, yeah, let's see. There's been,
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Dick Grayson, Jason Todd.
He's running
Who's
free.
dead?
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe.
And then, there's... Oh, God.
What was his fucking name?
I don't even fucking care. Tim something.
Tim Drake?
Yes. There
No
we
one
go.
cares about Tim Drake.
No one cares about Tim Drake. And now there's a 4th Robin who is, Damian
Damian
Wayne.
Wayne. Yeah. Batman had a baby.
He won't.
Batman had a son who was raised by super assassins.
Oh, fuck.
They don't get along well.
No.
Do you hear me?
And then now there are multiple Batman, and then is Commissioner Gordon still a Batman?
I don't know. I don't even know.
What?
So this is Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz is a character who was introduced in the 90s and therefore is extreme to the max. He is by far, like, one of the most prolific serial killers in existence in the DC universe, and he carves every murder into his flesh as a tally mark.
And now he's the stealth tutorial.
That
Yep.
seems like I would kind of put a limit on how prolific you could be.
He writes really, really small.
Except on his forehead, he has some really big ones right on the top of his forehead.
Well, yeah.
I've got to get closer.
You're gonna be proud of a murder, that's where you put it.
He actually says he has a special place for Batman, and a lot of people think it's the
on
5th
his
tally
dick.
mark on his forehead.
I'm going with taint.
No, he actually, according to the comics, wants to put it on the inside of his eyelid, so every time he moves his eye, he gets this irritation that reminds him of how great it was to kill Batman. Yeah.
That's-
No. Oh, Talima. Okay.
Yeah.
He's saying he writes a bunch of trailers with names of shit.
There's been versions where that's been the case.
This is Harley Quinn, voiced by Arlie Sorkin, who voiced her in the animated series where she made her debut.
She was a very popular character, which is why she's shown up in every other Batman media,
Yep.
with the exception of the movies, which
Yeah.
you've seen, and nothing else.
Like, I really wish she kind of made it into as a cameo in the 3rd movie where they just talk about this crazy lady who really liked the Joker's deal and tried to imitate him. But that never happened.
Instead, we got Bane Mumblepants. Anyway, that was her explaining the plot.
Yeah.
Basically, Joker started the fire to get the inmates shipped from Blackgate.
Arkham Asylum just vanished.
Which, again, super great idea.
Yeah.
Literally nowhere else we could have put them. You know, no other prisons exist.
Yeah, there's not, like, another city right across from the bay that Gotham is situated on that has its own prison that we could have put them. No, send them to Arkham.
The story will break anytime.
Yeah, so Gotham's supposed to be comic Chicago?
It's a mix of comic Chicago and comic New York, pretty much.
Because Metropolis is mainly New York.
I've always heard it described as, Gotham is New York at night, and Metropolis is New York in the day.
That makes sense.
Man, New York at night is really shitty.
Alternately, Gotham is New York in the 80s.
That could also work, yeah. 70s, 80s, the high crime period.
So there's a shitload of really, really big vents that we get to crawl through.
Such nice ductwork.
Yeah, but it seems like a design flaw.
Yeah.
No, it's planned. If you can have Batman in the walls, you might as well have, big ductwork for them to get around in. Otherwise, they keep blowing up the walls.
And for some reason, there's speakers in the ductwork, so that way you can hear all the announcements.
You scared the guard.
Oh, no. Oh, so another one of the collectibles you may have seen me getting are these Joker teeth. You destroy enough of them, and you get no rewards, pretty much.
So, what?
You get experience points. They're worth 50 experience points per chattering teeth.
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas.
Joker? Really?
Okay, Joker toxin is basically a special toxin that makes people laugh to death.
Yeah, it's kind of his thing.
Nitrous oxide doesn't exist in this world.
No, this is like nitrous oxide on crack.
Yeah. It twists your features into a Joker-like state. I think the idea is it's supposed to be like a condensed down or reduced down version of what made him Joker.
So it's been no effort to scientifically study this or examine it. Just fuck it. It's Joker poison.
If you think that's stupid, you're going to be
no,
really
shut
mad
up.
later.
I need to explain something here. Okay, so in the PC version of this game, when people pirated it, you could not run and jump, and therefore Batman would always fall into the gas and die. And people got really angry over this, saying that your game's bugged because Batman can't actually jump and glide. And they say, no, the game isn't bugged, your moral code is bugged. Buy the fucking game.
Yeah, but there's no possible way that this could possibly go wrong or inadvertently trigger. So.
Alright, so we leveled up, and I'm going to buy a new move. It's called the Special Combat Throw. I'm not going to be able to show it off this video, but definitely next video I'll get into what that does. Yup.
That is rude. No, don't do that.
Normally you're supposed to bring out the batarang and aim it, but you can actually throw the batarang with surprising accuracy really quickly just by tapping R1.
Yeah, you really only need to aim it when you're going for some precise stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. His aim is actually really good, and in general, when he's fighting, he typically knows what you want to hit most of the time, although sometimes he'll mess up and hit something that you weren't even anywhere close to aiming at.
What are you waiting for? So close, you can almost taste it.
I wonder what Joker tastes like. Grease paint and
No,
sweat.
remember, his face is actually like that. That's not paint.
It's not... It depends on the comic, I think.
I think in most variations that is his actual face, but in some versions, yes, he does paint it.
But all it is his face, which just puts an extra layer of clown makeup over his clown face.